You're about to listen to the award-winning Stuart Pedasso Show. This show is for ideologically and emotionally mature audiences. If you should not be here, please go away. We'll still be here when you're mature enough to partake. Mwah!
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Stuart Pedasso Show. I'm Dave, and I hope you're not too burned out with this, but we have one more week of audio from the Rochester Erotic Arts Festival. We just have so much that we want to make sure we get it all in. And in fact, there's already some bonus material up on our Patreon, and we're going to put another chunk of audio that's just Melissa and me up on there as well. So patreon.com/Pedasso, or there's links at our website, as well as our last show with Matt, who wrote the book If It Sounds Like a Quack. Amazing interview we had with him. You should go check that out if you haven't heard it. And like I said, last week of audio from the 2023 Rochester Erotic Arts Festival. Enjoy it. Melissa's favorite person that we met, Snoopy, is on this one, but some really great folks. So enjoy this. We should be back next week with a whole new show, just like, old school. Melissa and I sitting in a room together, telling stories and all that jazz. But in the meantime, here is some more from REAF. Thanks for tuning in, and have a great week.
I'm Sean's.
Hi, Sean. I'm Melissa. Sean?
Sean, yeah.
Sean. Oh, I love that name, Sean. I'm Melissa.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Sean.
So, and you're from the Rochester Kink Society.
Yes.
And we're based out of Rochester, too. So we can make common references, even though listeners are from all over the place, but whatever.
Okay.
Right.
Talk to you.
Okay.
All right. So, all right. It sounds pretty common sense what the Rochester Kink Society is, but I bet it's not.
So we are a 27-year-old kink group. We are a 501c7, all volunteer run. We hold multiple events a month, both play parties, education, and social. We have a dungeon space for people who are vetted or members. And we are education focused.
So when you say education focused, I mean like something at Equal Grounds, or?
So we have socials at Equal Grounds.
Okay.
On one of the Fridays a month. We have munches at Marshall Street Bar and Grill.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, great.
Right next door to it, yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
And then we hold public classes at Medusa's. Medusa's is a boutique on Monroe Ave.
Yes. Okay. Now
that they're actually here this weekend.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Yeah, they're right around the corner somewhere.
Oh.
They're here somewhere.
I didn't even know I didn't know about this Medusa's.
Yeah, Medusa's it's new this year.
Oh, okay, that's why I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah, they're right on Monroe Ave, right down the street from Marshall Street.
Oh, holy cow. All right, that's awesome.
Right across from the Bug Jar.
All right, that's easy. Easy peasy.
Yeah, we're having an electroplay class coming up.
Uh-huh.
And then we're having an Impact 101 class coming up.
And what would Impact what? I mean, I know I get what play class. I mean, what play class? So like teaching people the rules of play, the kind of things.
Safety. What you can do with it.
Right.
Things you might want to explore.
Mm-hmm.
More safety. What do you want to negotiate for in that specific type of play?
Right. You're right.
Yeah.
So, again, our first year here, and we're not in the kink community at all. So, it really seems like if you're going to do this, I don't say right, but if you want to do it in a way that's going to be really a part of your life for a long time, there's really a lot of learning to do, right? Just jumping in super hard and fast is probably not the best.
Well, you can't. Not here anyway, I noticed. So, that's good.
We try to have people be risk aware and informed what they're consenting to.
Yeah.
And in order to do that, you kind of need to know the short-term and long-term safety. You need to understand some legality. You got to understand how the toys work. You wouldn't go into a wood shop and just start hammering nails and picking up saws and using it.
No, I would not.
Or you wouldn't.
You are
Sean,
correct.
has anyone ever lost a finger, like in woodshop?
I haven't seen it, but I can't say that I haven't.
I'm sure an injury may have happened, but
I'm sure
I mean,
but
you know,
when you're
injuries
wood
might
shop, I
happen.
automatically think of missing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't go into a wood shop without having some prior knowledge or some learning.
Sure.
I wouldn't go into a dungeon without a little bit of prior knowledge or some learning.
Right.
But it's okay to be brand new, and that's why RKS is focused on education. We help people start from the ground up. We do 101s. We have social time. We have a Discord channel with over 1,000 members
That's great.
where we talk about everything from wellness to we talk about knife and sharps. We talk about impact, rope, age play, everything and all things lewd.
Lewd?
Lewd.
Lewd, okay.
Yeah.
So,
lewd, we like lewd.
like Chelsea was saying before when she was here, so does kink can help you in your non-kink life? Did I say that?
Yeah, and your everyday
life.
living.
Sure. Like, yeah, it'll help you build your communication skills, your boundary making skills. It'll help with just your communication skills in general, negotiation, advocating for yourself.
So okay, so that's negotiation within.
A scene or
Yeah,
for kink, but you can use the same advocation skills.
I was gonna say, while it's not my jam, I mean, I probably could use that just in the everyday life kind
And even in a vanilla sex life, where do you want fingers? Where do you want?
It works no matter how.
Where do you want to be kissed? How do you want to be kissed?
Sure.
So it doesn't have to be all whips and chains. Things can be sensual too. How do you want to give a partner a massage or take care of them? How do you want your relationship? Like, who does the laundry? Mundane stuff like that. That's all needs to be negotiated.
Or even like, okay, not the same subject, but like just when you negotiate with another person, even if it's at your job or
Sure.
okay,
Working on a
the books.
team.
Well, I mean, like being thoughtful, being considerate, considering the other person's needs as well as your own needs. All like, I don't know. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. It's really lovely, actually.
Oh, it's pretty simple. RochesterKinkSociety.com. So everybody, and we'll definitely do links and all that.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll swing by later and just like maybe get a picture of the table
Okay.
for our social media and stuff.
Sure.
All right, cool.
Yeah, we're on Instagram at RKSociety.com or RK Society.
I'll totally tag y'all though. That's
Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome.
Okay, so now can I ask you?
I'll start following you guys on Instagram. Cool.
Because folks who are coming by, and if you're not, again, if you can just say, nah, I'm not into that. But we're asking folks the same two questions.
Okay.
If you're okay.
Sure.
So they're kind of silly. Well, one's not silly, but one is actually right, exactly what we're talking about. The second one's silly.
Okay.
So the first one is, what's your safe word?
So I
Or
generally
your latest one?
my latest flavor is Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts.
Food.
Yes, more food.
More food.
We're loving the food ones.
Yeah.
But I often use red, yellow, green.
Yeah,
Right,
we've heard red,
that's-
yellow, green as well, which I think is that now that I know about that, I think that's genius.
I also my partner speaks Russian,
Oh, okay, sexy.
Oh,
and so
interesting.
he taught me absolutely forbidden in Russian. I don't pronounce it really properly, but he knows what I mean.
What are you doing?
But you know, if you say it, he knows what you know.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's cute. I like that. That's adorable.
So we use a mixture of languages in our play.
Oh, that's cool.
that's
That is
fun.
cool, yeah.
That sounds
Oh,
fun
so-
and sexy.
So the person that we were talking to, the deaf dom, if she comes on our show, like outside of here, because she was too busy, she's gonna come on. I'm gonna ask her safe word in ASL.
So there's also safe signals as
Yeah,
well. We use like the peace sign or the number 2 a lot.
We were talking
Do you
with
have
someone.
like a decent amount of deaf and hard of hearing people like in the community, or do
Not
you
a
find
whole
that
ton,
lot?
but at our annual auction, which is going to be September 23rd at Photo City Music Hall,
Okay, fabulous.
we do have
We live
interpreters.
really close to Photo City too, so we really don't have an.
Oh yeah, we do.
We live really close to Photo
It's a
City.
Saturday afternoon, morning, afternoon. Last year we had over 100 items that are donated to RKS, and we auction them off as our big fundraiser of the year. Last year we made over $5,000.
I thought I was staring at my screen here for a second because I'm the engineer as well.
Yeah.
When is that? When?
September 23rd.
September. Okay, cool.
Yeah, but before then we had kinky camping events. We It's a lot of
camping.
kinky camping.
Oh my God, I love camping.
Kinky camping.
I mean, that sounds fun.
It's also regular camping. We have barbecue and fires.
I mean,
But-
we do that
Stuff
too.
too,
I mean, you do
Dave.
have, you know,
People sleep in tents.
like, you know, have beer by the fire like you
We
normally
actually don't have any alcohol.
Oh, it's a no alcohol thing.
Because
I'm down with that too. I'm
All
down
of
with
our
that.
events are no alcohol because of
I love. Actually, thank you for saying that. That's really great. Yeah.
yeah. So we bring all the dungeon equipment outside. People play. People run around in multiple layers of no layers of clothing. Sunbathe. Bug spray.
Yeah, I was just saying, I'm pretty pasty, man.
lots,
Like,
yeah,
we're
same.
both,
Yes.
we're both doing
Yeah.
sunblock,
So
right?
you look like you
Yeah.
might also be in the pasty club.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Yeah, a little bit.
Pasty club.
Yeah.
Lots of spray.
Lots of spray.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds fun though. I
Yeah.
mean, camping. Yeah, like combining camping and kink. It seems like a no-brainer.
It's a lot of fun in the summer.
How fun. How fun. You're outside, you're having good times, you're naked and having fun.
You
I
can
don't
make a
know.
whole series of outdoor kinky snowboarding.
Sounds a little nipply.
I'm just riffing. I don't know. Don't listen to me. No, I mean, listen to the show, but just don't
Yeah,
listen
don't
to
listen
me.
to
I
me.
don't know. Okay, here's my second
Yeah, what's
question.
your second question?
Okay. So we noticed at the beginning, like, we all have our badges and stuff. So we were seeing numbers. And so from the numbers on people's badges, like some of the high numbers and stuff, and then we figured the volunteers and the vendors and stuff, just to make it a nice even number, we thought there's 1,000 people here.
Okay.
Okay, just a nice even number. So we don't know the answer. This is just what you think. So at this very moment in time, of all these 1,000 people, how many of them you think have a butt plug in?
Right now.
Right now.
I'm thinking 5 to 10%.
Okay.
Okay,
We're
actually,
getting
right now it's
different.
kind of quieter moment right
Yeah,
now.
most people are in
So-
classes and things
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
I feel like that might be like last night. Definitely a higher percentage.
Oh, God.
Probably.
Right, pretty
Yeah.
high percentage, I would say. But like right now, looking at the vibe right now that's happening, I would say
Yeah, it did quiet down.
10% is a good.
Awesome, thank you. I'll be over
Thanks,
there.
Sean. That's
All right,
awesome.
thank you, Sean. I like Sean.
You call that clean? You're worthless. Get your ass on the rack.
Whoa there, Fernando. Sounds like you're about to show your submissive who wears the chaps in the family. But do you have a plan for aftercare?
Aftercare? What's that?
Oh no, Fernando. You don't want to be one of those Dom wannabes. Without aftercare, you're just a plain old abuser. Fernando, you need subsoothers.
Subsoothers? What are subsoothers?
Fernando, BDSM is a lot like wearing ripped clothes. It used to be a sign that you were a rebel, counterculture, a real badass. Today, your kid can probably choke out their English teacher for extra credit. But if your kid doesn't treat her right after, they're going to summer school.
Gee, I never thought of that before. And my name's Chad, but how can subsoothers help me?
Subsoothers takes the worry out of being a dom, Fernando. You can schedule a session if you know ahead of time when you're going to be showing your sub who's boss. Or you can call our hotline if your sub is being extra bratty and needs an unplanned correcting. Visit subsoothers.com and take a look at our subscription plans as well as one-time sessions. And at Subsoothers, you're in control. You can decide what kind of ice cream your sub gets, what kind of lotion goes on the bruises, and how many pillows they get. Or, if you're still on the douchey side of BDSM, we can decide for you. So head on over to subsoothers.com before you're back in the laundromat trolling for a new sub, Fernando. Subsoothers. You humiliate, we alleviate.
Okay, I'm going right now.
Good boy, Fernando.
So, I do have a job for you, though.
Oh, please.
Yeah. See,
Okay.
this is the thing I needed to come and talk to you about. So,
Oh no.
no. So, I know we've been joking around these last 2 days about you walking around, making sure everybody had their shoes on. And we talked about by the pool and in here and
But the pool, I can see it. But
I have a place where you need to get on. You need to take care of some business.
okay,
Are you sitting down?
I'm sitting down.
All right. You need to go like check out the men's room
Why?
because when I went in to pee, there was a dude in there with no shoes on.
Oh.
Right. And again, to me, I don't know. I'm not trying to. I hope it's not me shaming anybody. I'm not trying to do that, but Dude, it's the men's room. That's
No,
not.
you really should have at
Yeah.
least put some sandals on at
Flip-flops,
least. Put some
something.
flip-flops on
Yeah.
at least for that moment.
At least get those nubby things they gave at the hospital. Something. Anything.
Wow.
Put something.
Hi. Oh, it's a podcast.
It is. Where we record, and
Where
we're
we
going to be
record.
posting this on the internets. What's that? We're just talking.
We're just talking to anybody
Yeah.
who's here who wants to talk to us about what they do, why they're here, what kind of fun they're having, whatever they want to talk about. We've had all kinds of people on.
You have like special wristbands on. Well, I might even want to ask you about that if that's all right. All right.
Okay.
Would you do that?
This is our first year here, so
Yeah,
we're
all right.
newbies.
Well, here I'm gonna. I don't have your mic on, but I'm gonna turn your mic on. And it's not live, so if there's something you want to go, no, Dave, no, not that. We can.
Oh, my name's Melissa.
Yeah.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Snoopy.
Snoopy. Oh my God, your name is so funny. You're adorable.
Thank you.
So, well, like we said, this is our first time here. Is this how long often have you been here?
This is my third year coming.
Third.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, so you went to the ones that were in Rochester?
No, I haven't been to the ones in Rochester. Only here.
Only here?
Yeah.
We were talking with one of the organizers about how we ended up in Auburn, and I was like, oh, okay. I mean, it made sense, but it was
Are you a
big-
Rochester person?
Oh no. I live in Buffalo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to Buffalo. Awesome.
So, okay, I got it. I can't help it now. Now that I noticed, you have to ask the question.
Oh, so we have two questions we ask everybody.
No, not that. Your question about the dungeon and the play rooms.
Oh, yeah.
If they wear masks.
Well, you can ask another person.
Did you notice that if people were wearing masks when they were in the dungeons? And
I didn't see many people wearing masks in the dungeon.
The reason I'm asking, and it sounds like a silly question, but my husband asked me to ask it. This is not my husband. Just my podcast partner. Not just. He's awesome. Dave's awesome. But my husband wanted to know. He's like, do you think they wear masks? You know, because you'd be breathing on each other if you get COVID. I said, well, they're going to be touching other things, so.
Well, I did volunteer yesterday. They do have air purifiers in the rooms.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Yeah.
That is something we
And everything is kind of blocked off so that it's just your space.
Right.
So they block it off, and then there's other people's space. They block that off. So it's, people.
Oh, okay.
Just the people that are playing are in that particular
right, in that
space.
specific
Yeah.
space. Oh, that's great. That's cool.
We didn't ask. What the dungeons here are just one of the conference rooms, right?
Yeah.
I just realized that like a few minutes ago. I was like, oh yeah, they're actually. It's not one of the. It's actually one of the conference rooms.
Yeah. So they do like the 101 classes and stuff, just like an intro to it.
We saw that on there. How you could, to learn more about it, see if you want to even be a part of it, see if that's your bag or not.
So think about it. In that room next week is probably like some marketing for dry cleaning. I just think that's funny.
I think that's kind of a great thing to think about.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're in there like, oh, this is so boring, and like just.
It was just last week. People were getting whipped in that room, right? Exactly.
It's pretty fabulous. So the wristband. So what are that says.
Yeah,
dungeon.
one's for dungeon and one is for the swingers room.
Oh, okay. So they're two separate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess I didn't understand they were two separate. I just started noticing.
Yeah, they're two separate.
Okay.
I am not a swinger, but I do hang out in the swingers room.
Because you just like hanging
The
out.
swingers know stuff.
So
It's nice to ask some questions,
That's fun.
pick their brain.
That's interesting to me.
May I?
Yeah.
So what do you do in the swingers room if you're not? You just hang out?
They do have an area where probably like a Adam's Cross or something like that, and you can do BDSM, which is what I'm mostly into. But other than that, I mostly pick their brain. Swingers are really nice people, so sometimes I like to compliment people.
I think don't you have to be a nice person to be a swinger? Because no one will swing with you then, right?
Well, I'm in a swingers group, but that's more. I'm like a beginning swinger or just somebody interested in what they do to see. Yeah, basically, I'm not very knowledgeable in that area, so I
like hanging out with them.
and yeah, just
Oh, that's cool. Well, I've already noticed, and I mentioned this even to the ladies behind the who are checking people in at the at the front of the hotel. Everybody here is so nice.
yeah.
Like people are just really, really nice.
So
And
nice.
So nice. Like nobody's like everybody's just like cool and chill and just doing their thing, and everybody's like, you know, they're doing their thing, doing my thing, and whatever people do.
I mean, everybody's nice to an extent, you know.
I'm sure there's always an underlying like, well, that not that.
Well, I
that's
mean,
for
if
y'all,
you're
no.
playing and you want a dom, I'm gonna play the role, you know.
Yeah.
They're not so nice.
Well, that's the kind of night you like.
Unless you want a dommy mommy, then
Oh, Dave. That might be.
he's like, "What's
I
that?"
need to think about that.
I think you'd be down with that. Down with the Dobby Mommy.
Let me think about that.
So you're involved with the BDSM community more.
Yeah.
You're just starting to kind of put your toes into the swingers.
Yeah,
group.
because I've heard like lots of stories about like swingers gatherings, and they just have a good time, and I'm like, I want to have a good time too.
I like having a time.
Right, exactly.
I love
Okay,
that.
they like to party. I like to party too. So what's up?
let's-
Let's party together.
About this. Just
Right.
have a good time. Oh, I love that. Oh, that's so cute.
So we have a couple questions that we've been asking everybody who wanders over to our table, and so the first one actually fits. It's totally with the dungeon. So, what's your safe word, or your latest one anyway?
I do like pineapples.
Pineapple.
We like the food ones because we do different kinds.
But sometimes I'll use, you know, the red, green,
red.
yellow.
We've heard that, and I didn't know
Yeah.
about that until now. So I
And
learned new things.
on occasion, because I like to annoy people, I'm one of those annoyance play people, I'll just pick a random word and just like bunnies or something. Like
buddies.
just
I said buddies.
Tootsie Roll, whatever. You know, and they'll be like, what's that? And I'm like, that's the safe word now.
Right
so,
now I'm feeling that as a
yeah, right. Grasshopper. Who cares? Yeah, literally.
So random. Okay, what was the other question?
Yeah, but it's random. You got to make sure you're gonna remember it. That's what. For me, anyway, I can't.
I mean, it'll usually be a word that they don't want to hear all the time. Like, if you hear a song all the time, then maybe make them sing that song as the safe word. And it's like, it annoys them at the same time, but if they want you to stop.
That makes sense. Well, I know I have trouble remembering what I had for lunch today. So it's like,
Yeah.
you know, fuck, what was the safe
What was the safe
Yeah,
word
but
again?
at the same time, it's like, okay, every time you listen to Cardi B music, what's it got? Cardi, body, or whatever. Then every time you listen to DJ Khaled, we the best. If you hate that, I'm going to make you say that. Like, I'm going to. I just have to.
Also, who doesn't like Cardi B?
Go into the dungeon with your Steely Dan.
Oh,
Oh, God.
you're so
Not
cute,
Steely
Nicole.
Dan.
Well, I did that on purpose. That was okay.
Yeah,
So-
but she knew Steely Dan, so.
Okay, here's our second question. And this one's a little more on the sillier side. So we all got our badges, right? Mm-hmm. And there's numbers on the badges. And so as people were walking by, and I'm seeing about, you're at 692 and all these different numbers. I'm thinking volunteers and vendors and all the people with the numbers and stuff. I'm thinking, just to make it easy, probably 1,000 people here. Just a nice, even, round number, right? So assuming there's 1,000 people here right now, at this very moment in time, how many of them do you think have butt plugs in? Right.
That's a good question.
That's what we do in our quiet time, sitting at this
I
table.
mean, at events like this, there's usually a lot more females than males. But I feel like a lot of females like anal, so.
I mean, we had one woman come over here and said she had one at that moment.
At that moment.
So.
Yeah, I'm gonna say maybe 700 of the people, because you know what? Guys like anal play too.
Oh, they sure do.
That's the highest number we've gotten so
Yeah,
far.
we had 500.
We had 500.
I don't know. Maybe it's because I like it. I have a toy with like the remote that I got for this weekend. Amazon. Yeah, you put the vibrator inside the butt plug, and then you give your remote to your partner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's different kinds. There's ones
Oh yeah,
that just
you did. Yeah, so you had the other. I know you had the other one.
Well, we don't
with your wife.
anymore. It's long story. It's not a bad reason. They just the company we were hooked up with just doesn't do it anymore. But we used to review sex toys on the show, on the podcast. And,
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah, it was fun.
It wasn't their top of the line ones. It was because they were we'd have to write a review.
Whatever, I got
and
some
links.
free vibrators
No, there
out
was
of it.
there
Yeah,
were.
right.
And one of the one was a remote one.
Yes, yeah, I love those.
And
I want to try like the one for the guys. and control it. I want to control the one for the guys.
And what is it?
So it like cups around the penis and
See,
vibrates.
That I hadn't seen. I had not seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
One of the ladies over there, the vendor, she has one.
Oh, I'll have to look at that. I'm just curious about that. It's kind of fun.
It would be. Normally, yes, I agree with you.
Normally.
No, I totally agree, but I just think that we don't need to get into this. No, it's nothing. Well, it's nothing fun. It's actually, I don't think right at this moment in my life would be a good thing. Maybe later, not today.
We had one other question. Actually, somebody else brought this up to us, and we think it's a great question. Is there any way that you feel that the kink community has helped you in your regular life, in your day-to-day, everyday, what you're doing day-to-day studio life?
Yeah, sometimes I get real ticked off at people at work. And then, I do some Dom stuff and I feel better. So it helps to relieve the stress.
Okay.
It does. And if I'm a switch, so if I am in that subspace and my Dom is like more nurturing, that helps because I didn't get nurtured enough when I was a kid. So
it does help. Aww.
Have you been able to recognize what, I don't want to say causes, but what and trigger's not the right word I'm looking for either. What puts you in that space to switch? Because trigger's not the right word. That's not what I mean, but you know what I mean.
So I found out because I was having sex and, the guy choked me and I was like, yeah, I like this.
Kinda like
and
that.
then I choked him and I liked it. So that's how I found out.
Okay.
I mean,
Well, that's how you found out, but now, is there anything that you found that something, and I don't mean super specific, but I mean like you said, a shitty day at work and you go Dom and that makes you feel better. Is there anything that happens that makes you go, I think I want to maybe sub now for a day or whatever?
Yeah, for me, sometimes it can be the triggers. Like when I am triggered, usually I'll need the nurturing, but sometimes for the Dom side of me, it's just if they like it.
Yeah.
Because I think it's fun. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a trigger or anything like that. It's just because it's fun. But sometimes, like I said, work can be annoying, and then a little fun after that. If somebody wants pain and I am in the space to give it, I will give it.
So now, do you do any of this professionally, or this is just for funsies?
No, it's just more for fun.
For funsies?
But people ask me a lot of questions, and I have a lot of answers. I'm thinking maybe I should go professional with it.
Because we've met both, and that's why just
Yeah. We met people who say they just do it for fun, and then we met somebody who's a professional, and it was like, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever floats your boat.
I'm trying to get into that burlesque thing. Like, I love seducing people. Yeah.
That's so cute.
Love that.
That's adorable. You should
hopefully
do
I can get
burlesque.
into that, but I don't know. Maybe one day.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm looking at you. I'm like, I bet this is good times.
Yes.
This was a good festival. And not that we've done a lot of festivals, but we've done other things like this. But
Definitely
more fun.
different vibe than like the Puerto Rican festival.
Yeah.
Not as bad. I'm just saying it's a different. I'm just saying it's a different vibe. That's all I'm
Very
saying.
different vibe. But we like the food.
Yeah, well, there's a lot more rice at the Puerto Rican festival. I'm just saying.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for
Thanks.
coming over
Good to
and
meet
talking
you.
with us.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she's so cute.
Yeah, I still want her to hurt me.
She's
I don't want her to hurt me.
I know.
I really don't.
She could hurt you.
I know.
I know.
That's what I'm saying. No, I
It's not easy advancing to the next round on the Sex Network's hit show Fapped. The judges have some pretty high standards.
You call that masturbating? I've seen better O faces at a Botox clinic.
I don't think he knows where his dick is.
What? Wait, it's over? What did I miss?
Sometimes on Fapped, the superstars shine.
When I saw the jam donut, I thought, okay, he's gonna fuck the donut. But you didn't. Well done, sir. Well done.
Oh, gorgeous.
simply gorgeous.
Oh my God, just like Mom used to.
Every Tuesday night at 8 p.m., find out who's going home with $7 grand and a barrel of lube on Fapped, only on the Sex Network.
Hi, we're a
Hey.
podcast.
Oh, wait, I got to turn your mic on there. Hold on. All right, yeah, cool, you're on. Hey.
Hi.
Yes,
Assume it's something
whatever
kinky.
Passing by, whatever
We're here. We're just here to talk to people.
We were talking about ass lasers a couple minutes ago.
We were talking about ass lasers. I was just in a class where we were talking about ass eating quite a bit.
Okay.
But we didn't talk about any lasers.
Luna, right? She was supposed to
Yes.
be on the show. She was supposed to stop by. And we
well-
had it hooked up on the
She's
IG
busy.
last week. I know.
Everybody's been busy. That's okay. So
It was a very
good class.
Very good class.
Oh, she's
very
amazing.
informative
Yeah.
about bodies and not being so ashamed or so worried about the sensations, the smells, the textures, the tastes of bodies.
Oh, okay.
And,
what was the name of the class?
It was about fluid play.
I did see that. Yeah, I saw that one listed on there. Okay, I was wondering if that's what you were talking about. Okay.
You know, and I really went there expecting it to be like, I think a lot of the times when we think about fluids, we think about like, can I say piss on a podcast?
Of course, you can say whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, you can. We just said ass lasers.
Oh,
man.
nice.
Yeah.
Just, this also, I didn't realize this was on my bucket list, but I've never said piss on a podcast before, so I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, awesome.
Good name, man.
When I went in, I thought, okay, this is going to be a class, piss, blood are the two, and spit, I think that people think about.
Right.
And you don't think about things like sweat, things like bodily musk, and how that impacts the sexual experience, and just like you got to be comfortable with all of that, and then it opens up so many more avenues of having good sex and not feeling shame.
So how would they say? How would somebody suggest opening up your mind to that?
Well,
when we really are kind of trained to be averse to things like that.
For
we're really
sure.
We're really like these are
and-
bad. Smells are bad.
Right, and like we associate them with disease.
Yeah.
Probably our earliest memories, come
Please
from
take lollipops.
of
We
being
need them
like
to go.
judged,
They
but
cannot go home without.
just
Please.
trusting that by being physically hygienic,
Take.
you will be enough to being physically hygienic is enough to get into a position where a partner could then tell you if you need to take some extra steps, or if they like that, if they like your musk, if they don't mind if you smell or are sweaty, or it's again just another thing you have to negotiate that you probably don't think when you sit down to negotiate a scene with somebody. You necessarily are covering all 5 senses and all of the things your body could do during a scene.
I don't think. Now I've already thought of this myself.
Okay.
But I would agree with you that I don't think people think of it very much.
Right.
Because they're just like, well, we're just going in, we're fucking.
Yeah.
We're fucking, we're fooling around, we're having a good time, whatever. But there are
Exactly.
all these other factors involved with it.
And even if you need to go like, hey, can we take like a quick 5-minute break? I feel like I need to go freshen up and do what you need to do to be comfortable with yourself. Or even say like, hey, I'm cool with that, but I'm also cool with freshen up, something along those lines. But
You're
just
like,
being
actually, I'm kind of digging your smell. If
Exactly.
You kind of feel
Right?
cool with that. I'm kind of digging it.
right. Or say you've just been
Again,
having
I'll
like
send things again.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's all about, like, if it's not something you've negotiated and you're having your other person that you're playing with is having clearly a moment about it, you can use that as an opportunity. This isn't necessarily what came up in the class, but that's a good opportunity to go, hey, actually, that's kind of hot.
Right.
Don't worry about it.
Right.
And-
Right.
And,
Yeah.
And see where that goes
as you
from
guys
there.
are talking about this, is the thing that's popping in my head is because that word negotiate has come up a lot of times in the last 2 days as we've been doing this and talking with folks.
For
and
sure.
just asking questions and stuff. And so it got me thinking, nothing even close to anything like that was ever discussed in our school sex ed. And
No,
just nothing
no.
even
Oh, no.
close. It was all anatomy. That was
Yes.
it. Just
Well, consent.
disease. Not mine. It's consent.
Oh, we talked about consent in my high school.
Did you?
I did.
The only consent lesson I think I got in high school was if somebody says no, you have to stop. Or
Yeah,
well,
I mean, that was okay.
Yeah.
You're right. That's all I got to.
and let's be fair, based on when and where I was going to school, it was if she says no, you
No.
have to stop.
Right.
But that was
Nobody
the time.
even talks
of
about
course.
that.
Yeah.
There's other people. Like maybe
Right.
it's a she, maybe it's a he, maybe it's a they. You don't know. Anyway. Yeah.
And they were clearly only talking to the young boys.
Right.
Obviously, they need to know, but that's a whole nother rabbit hole.
Right.
Maybe
right.
not the most cheerful topic for your podcast.
It's okay. Well, I mean, but this is but all of that is a part of this, though.
And that's why it's so important to have events like this where people can get together, adults can get together and share their sexual knowledge, and we all learn from each other and teach each other all of these things that we didn't learn in school because there shouldn't be an expectation to learn this stuff in school. There should be an expectation in society for the community to come together and openly share our sexual information with each other. It's the only way we can learn.
I mean, it really is. And how do you mind me? I don't. It'd be okay if you don't ask. How old are you?
I'm 35.
Okay.
And I got involved with kink when I was in college, and I moved to Rochester when I graduated from college because I knew that there's a good. It's a sexy, kinky, horny city with a lot of support for,
That's awesome.
the lifestyle.
That's fabulous.
Yeah.
I did not know this. That
I mean, I
my
kind of
city
knew
was,
because from going to places like Vertex, you kind of get a little bit of you learn a little bit about it. But.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's not my job. But
Right.
the people who are coming by and they keep talking about how Rochester has this huge kink community and the rest
It's like,
of us
I don't
go,
know.
Yeah,
All right. Well, you have to leave your house other than going to meetings.
bro. Bro.
Ask and
That
you
just
will
hurt.
find.
I know that just hurt.
Well, I'm learning.
That is.
I'm learning.
I know you mean yeah.
I get yelled at from going to meetings now.
Good. Oh, we have some questions we ask people.
Of course.
That we ask everybody.
Sure.
The first one is obviously you go to the dungeon, so you have to have a safe word.
Yes, of course.
What is your safe word?
I just use the good old standard red, yellow, green.
Okay.
And then with at least one of my partners, we do have a rule of ow or ow more lube.
Ow, more lube. Okay.
Ow, right, because I really like when she says ow,
That's actually good.
but I need that additional data point.
It's actually a bad ow. We need more lube.
Right,
Good point.
because I want to avoid bad ow because I like playing with them and would like to continue to do so.
Do the fun ow.
Okay, so
Yes.
that's what. So I get. Wait a minute, unless I misunderstood. I get the ow more lube, but how do you know the difference between a good ow and the bad ow?
Well, that's why ow more lube means something different than just regular ow.
Oh, I'm sorry, I misunderstood. So just regular ow is good.
Yeah, you're allowed to say ow as much as you
I
want.
thought both were bad. I'm sorry, I
Right.
misunderstood. All right. That's why I was asking the
Ow more
follow-up.
lube is the let's chill out for a second. Maybe you really do need more lube.
Yeah.
But,
Well,
yeah.
we've been getting a lot of the colors, but just been interesting. Probably maybe 50-50. We're food-based.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have like a stop safe word and they'll use a food because it's something they could go to in like an emergency. And I think a lot of people, especially when they're getting into the scene
be
for
the
the
ring
first
toss
time.
behind us. It's gotta be
the
the
ring
ring
toss
toss.
is a fantastic
I know,
time over there.
Yeah, she's pretty great. We love the ring toss.
Fantastic.
It's for folks who can't see it. It is ring toss on a dildo. It's
On a strap-on. And which, by the way, we do have pictures. They'll be up on our social
yeah,
media.
We'll see it. It's pretty
So,
great.
yeah.
It's pretty great. We've enjoyed watching.
Had awesome conversations
Play
with those
ring the-
folks. They're
ring the
stained glass
dildo.
people.
Yes,
And
fantastic
We might even
artists.
have them on the show at some point down the road because they're from Rochester as well. So,
Yeah, a lot of people from Rochester. Buffalo, we got
Absolutely.
some Buffalo. Yeah, and one Jersey guy.
Oh, sweet.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, that's right. There's only two now.
Look at that. We're helping out.
I'll do the joke again. Like Doritos, they'll make more. Last time I made that joke, I got a hit.
we have another question.
Less
Of
on
course.
the history of Doritos
So our other question
by somebody.
is, so we just had this conversation, we're talking about butt plugs, and since we're really right next to one,
Big fan.
Okay, right?
Yeah.
How many people do you think in this building? We think there's probably about
1,000.
1,000 people. If you look around these things, I'm going to guess around 1,000.
Yep.
If you count everybody.
I haven't seen any with 4 digits, so yeah.
Right, so about 1,000. How many of those 1,000 people do you think are wearing a butt plug right now?
Right now.
Right now. At this
Right now, I would guess that it's a 3-digit number.
Okay.
I would guess that it's over 100, but less than 300.
Okay, that's good. I like that number.
Generally, see, the beginning, when we started asking this last night, the numbers were below 100, and they've been creeping up. They've been rising.
I think it's because, last
We've all
night
gotten more.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, everybody's loosey-goosey from last
I mean, we
night.
don't have like a magic 8 ball that actually gives us the answer, but it's just been fun asking people what they think.
15%?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
I think that's pretty
That seems reasonable.
That's my thinking. And then they want to know what the safe word is. What would a safe word be for you?
The safe word, well, we just use the colors and,
No food?
well, for as far as food, we don't need to use peanuts is a good one. I've definitely heard a lot of people use pineapple, because nobody wants a pineapple in the bedroom, so why would you be talking about it? Not nobody, I guess somebody must be into it.
Strawberry, because unless you, strawberry would be a good one because if their thing smells like a strawberry down there,
I see that might actually turn me on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might not be a good one. Yeah, well, that can't. I don't know. That might not be a good safe word for me.
Maybe
I
not.
love
And you could
strawberries.
definitely the strawberries and cream. Like, what if
so sexy.
What if you dropped a strawberry and you didn't want the other person to
Dirty
slip on it?
strawberry.
All right, now you're just talking sexy.
Stray
Knock it
strawberry.
off, Melissa.
Okay.
With your dirty strawberry, I'm gonna smack you again.
Okay, one last one.
Okay.
Dirty strawberry.
So, one last question.
Sure.
So, being in the kink community, how has this helped your life in any way? In your day-to-day life, you're just going to work,
man.
going to school, hanging out with friends, whatever. Is there any way that you found it's actually made your life better?
It's hard to think of a part of my life that isn't better for having been in the kink community. I've made amazing friendships and honest, open friendships that have lasted my entire adult life. Gotten through some of the hardest and strangest times of my life with the support of my friends, not necessarily my play partners or sexual partners, but my friends in the community.
Right.
And my career has ended up taking a different trajectory because of what I learned in DS relationships, changing how I looked at my relationships at work, and allowed me to pursue a business career that I otherwise would not have pursued.
So, do you feel like it gives you some confidence? Would you say confidence?
Yeah, well, because I'm at in my general life, I'm a D-type in most of my relationships in most of my relationships where I'm kinky or doing kinky things. Anyway, but then at work, I'm basically I'm a slave to all of these different executives and managers and organizing things, and I can just
capitalism, fine.
yeah, and it ends up you can make a decent amount of money and make do okay in business when you understand some power exchange dynamics and then apply those principles at work.
I see what you're saying here.
I know that there's like a stereotype with like the big high power businessman who then likes to be stepped on and dominated. Right. And I know plenty of those people, and they're hot, and they have really hot sex, and I love them for it. But the inverse is true too. Other places in your life, and understand that there are power exchange relationships in all of your relationships.
Yeah. We kind of did touch upon that a little bit. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, thank you.
Well, thank you. I'm really glad that you're here and bringing some attention to this event.
Oh, thank you. What's your name? I don't know if you
Oh, my name is Ryan. Fat Life generic pseudonym.
No, that's fine.
Good.
Yeah.
No, that's great. Great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ryan.
It's been fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So after that conversation, I can tell you that if we are, assuming we're back next year, I'm going to welcome you all. I invite you all to come to my new class, Safe Words for the Workplace. Well, think about it. Your boss is being a douche, and there needs to be a safe word. It's capitalism, man. Because it is like a slave mentality kind of thing. And
it is like slave mentality.
Yeah. So, safe words for the workplace.
I like it.
Should I bring it up at school?
I think you should. I mean, you won't have a job much longer, but you know.
Again, yeah.
I don't know.
Once,
I don't think
Melissa.
I don't think your wife's gonna appreciate that.
That's really
Go
funny.
through all that again.
Okay,
it wasn't even that bad, actually. You got a job pretty quick.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
You got one.
I was just
You got one real
making.
quick.
I was making funny, or
Yeah.
trying to anyway.
Yeah.
I'm going to follow up on that, but
Okay.
I'm not on the show.
All right.
Okay.
right.
Totally. Once we hit stop, I will totally follow up on that thought.
Okay.
Sorry, y'all. Hey, if you know me, reach out. I'll tell you. That's all. All right, so the music's starting up again, and the room's clearing out because the
Everybody's
next
clearing out.
classes or whatever.
Yep.
I'm gonna take off.
So
Oh,
she's gonna take off her
she
backpack.
said, I'm going to take off, and there was a pause. I was like, yeah, my backpack.
Oh, damn.
So I can take off, yeah, my socks. Oh.
Keep your socks on, damn it. Keep your shoes on.
You can leave your socks on. It was the original version of you could leave your hat on. They tried it, and they were like, no, not socks. Is there anything else? You can leave your belt on. No. You can leave your neckerchief on. No. Hat. That's it. You can leave your hat on. Okay.
Fantastical.
So that's it. I'm gonna end with that dad joke.
All right.
And assuming this is 2 weeks from now, we'll be back next week.
Yes.
As we were sitting here and we had a down moment, I did email Matt about coming on, talking about his new book, and we will have him on sometime soon. And who knows, all of the friends we made over this weekend, I got cards, and we're going to reach out to them and see who wants to come on. Some sexy stained glass people and some others.
A deaf dominatrix.
Oh, right, the deaf dominatrix, and who knows who else. What other surprises. Heck, we can even use the Zoom and do anybody we want.
Yeah.
We could do the blue ball guy and
Yeah, all of them.
groovy boobs chick. I'm just making up shit now. Like they're all groovy boobs chick.
I know,
It's like,
everybody's got the
you're
groovy
gonna need to
boobs
be
here.
more specific, Dave.
Yeah, they got a lot of groovy
Narrow
boobs
that
here
down.
today. Yeah.
Well, we're going to talk to all the people here with butt plugs in. It's a mystery. It's a mystery.
All right.
All right, folks. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank
I hope
you.
I haven't been able to listen to this
Hopefully
yet.
it doesn't suck.
Yeah, hopefully the waveforms look good on.
It looks wavy.
Yep. But hopefully there wasn't too much background noise for you. But you still got a chance to catch the whips and the electro stim and all that shit. So we'll be back next week with another show. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you check out stuartprodasso.com. We're actually going to put links not only in our social media, but to a lot of the cool folks we met. We're going to put that in our buy stuff section, so you can go check them out as well. So be safe, use your safe words, use consent, negotiate,
Always consent.
and wear clean underwear if
And be
that's your
sexy.
kink. Bye.
Okay, bye. I don't need any help getting people for an orgy.
Really? How's that going for you?
Hey, lady, let's make with the orgy and the lube and the.
Where do I sign up?
That's easy. At eorgy.com, our specially designed matrix allows you to find just the right orgy combo. Our settings range from daisy chain to sausage fest and everything in between. And if you join eOrgy this weekend, you'll get free access to our STI test results database, updated every 30 seconds, because we know that the only good orgy is a disease-free orgy. Planning an orgy alone is lonely. That's why there's eorgy.com. Get glorgious with us.